All right. Well, here we go. Oh, the 2017 season is over. It's time to rip this Band-Aid off and say goodbye before we can look ahead to next season. It was the Bednarik, by the way, for that other award. It is time to look ahead. Obviously, we will be staying at Boston College. They have offered us a 7-year extension to 2024. We will accept that. We will obviously stay at Boston College. Thank you very much. LSU and Florida State's head coaching positions are open. So yeah, BC is like, we're holding on to these guys. We finished the season ranked 5th, by the way, which is great. What were the other signings? That was it. I mean, we've raised this already to a 5-star program, which is outrageous with the limitations that we have. But now I'd say is really the time where the challenge kicks in. Now is really the time. The redemption tour, man. 27 points for our offensive court. We have 27 points for our... We hired Chip Kelly as an offensive coordinator. What? We hired Chip Kelly as our offensive coordinator. Oh my God. He's fucking 23 levels higher than White Fat Rock. Oh my God, we hired Chip Kelly. And he's gonna get like a full tree. Oh my God. Hello, muted. Jesus Christ. Dude, I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, I want to see. Like, literally, I was thinking, I want to see if we hire anybody new. We lost Clanderman, which again was a horrible name. But we brought in a new defensive coordinator in Guerrieri. Polisek's contract expired, and they were able to sign Chip Kelly as the offensive coordinator. And yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, Paulie just pointed out in chat, he's the former head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. It went terribly. He was the coach of the Niners. What? He's a gigantic meme in football, basically. But he is such a highly rated option. Like, his prestige sucks, but he's gonna... Oh my God, Baron. Well, needless to say, that helps a lot because the offensive skill points that are gonna be out there, holy shit. Let's look at the upgrades before we pull off the players leaving Band-Aid. That's insanity. Because again, you get no control. The college does it for you. We got Chip Kelly as an offensive coordinator. That is insanity. We'll go for the carrying boost. Not going to worry about injury or stamina. Let's go for the carrying boost here, maybe. Yeah, we'll go for the maxed out carrying boost. Unless... Can I do one of each to get that third thing faster? No, so it's got to be 3. So, we'll get the carrying boost. We'll obviously take the quarterback throw power. We will take the player catching as well. Actually, hold on. Let me double check this. I want to make sure we're getting the most amount of bang for our buck here. Okay, so that doesn't unlock it either. Fair enough. So we got to max those out. Whoops. Alright. So we get the carrying boost. We'll get the throw power and the catching boosts. We'll get the 1 break tackle boost. The offensive line gains blocking, which is outrageous. We have enough points to basically max out this tree. Doesn't have the prerequisite skills. Upgrade at least 20 ranks in this tree to unlock the skill. Okay, wait, did I need to do that full thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. I did one too many on this. That's why I didn't want it. So this is agility, strength, acceleration, or awareness. Let's take the agility, strength, acceleration. This is insane. We have a maxed out tree. We have a fully maxed out tree because we signed Chip Kelly. So as much as we're losing crucial players, we have a fully maxed out offensive coordinator now, which we did not have before. That is insane. And it's like the board, it's like our bosses said, you know what, they had an incredible season, let's support this guy. And White Fat Rock and company certainly have the support as Chip Kelly is a maxed out offensive coordinator for us. That completely changes the entire outlook of this program. Insanity. We go 11-2. We finish 5th in the nation. We hire Chip Kelly as an offensive coordinator, which is nuts. But now we get to the bad news. And Kana, hello, how are you? Players leaving. And we start off with Sean Peterson. He is going pro. He's a 7th round projected pick. He was our first 5-star recruit, the athlete out of Needham, Mass. He is going pro. Almost even. He was in Heisman contention. 26 touchdowns in his career. We are losing Sean Peterson. Fullback wise, CJ O'Hara. I'm going to miss him. He was our James Devlin. CJ O'Hara on the goal line, give it to the fullback. He got crushed quite a few times. CJ O'Hara is graduating. He's not going pro. Wide receiver wise, Bloke Bartles Jr. and Lewis Bond are both leaving. Bartles, a 5th round projected player. 23 career touchdowns for Bloke Bartles. Tight end, we're losing nobody. On the O-line, we are going to lose right guard. He is going to graduate. Defensive end, we knew this was coming. Donovan Iziruaku, I do believe it is. He is a 1st round projected pick and one of the final members of this original roster that we inherited. We are also losing Bryce Steele, another one of those guys, again, one of the final few that we inherited, and you notice the overall ratings for these dudes that we're losing. Fuck. He is a 4th round projected. Ray Croft for Tuca. Oh, the legend. Ray Croft for Tuca. Probably my favorite name. I gotta be honest. Another Needham boy. Ray Croft for Tuca is gonna graduate. We are also gonna lose Skeeter Chevrolet the 9th. This sucks. This is why I wanted to win the Natty. We say goodbye to Skeeter Chevrolet the 9th. Damn it. At corner, CJ Burton is gone. Again, one of those final few. 4th round projection. We also lose Jalen Williams. Again, one of those final few. At safety, we lose Sean Asbury, who has chosen to graduate and not go pro. We also lose Jalen Cheek, who will go pro in his 4th round projected. You can see, oh my god, Endo, don't look. We are also losing Black McAfee. Graduation. You can see why our projected performance over the next few years is falling off a cliff. Look at the talent we're losing. Look at the talent that is being stripped away from this team this season, heading into the next one. That is going to be rough to replace. And as much as I'm sitting here saying, yeah, I want to try to get right back in the national title contention, man. Now, just because someone doesn't get drafted doesn't mean anything. It just means they, again, not every college player goes pro. As you get to look at the draft results, our boys, I mean, that's not bad. We sent 7 players into the NFL. That's going to get us some more XP. Yeah, it's not a slight if someone doesn't get drafted. It just means they elected not to go pro. It's a lot of talent to replace. Transfer requests. We do get one. It's Jason Outlaw. However, he is out of Burbank, California. Sorry, Jason. I can't accept you. I can't accept you. So with that, we go to the final week of recruiting. There is a 4-star offensive lineman that we are very much targeting here, and that is Cameron Hayden. Ryan Singleton is our fallback. See all the XP that we get because of that. So here we go. Best season to date. Chip Kelly is here, and we are going to go all in. We're in the lead for Ryan Singleton. We're going all in. 15,000 points for Cameron Hayden. We need this guy. We need this guy. Please. All in. No second guessing. We only have one scholarship anyway. And actually, because we only have that one scholarship, the other guy wouldn't be able to accept. So I want to make sure Singleton has no chance of accepting. If we get 25 prospects, it's because he signed up. Here we go. It's 15,000 points enough heading into signing day. Man, we lose so much talent, but we get Chip fucking Kelly as a maxed out OC. That's insanity. It's absolute insanity. And the strategy works. 79 rated offensive tackle, Cameron Hayden. Welcome to the team. We have a top 25 recruitment class. Yes. We also get a top 10 prospect. Beautiful. Beautiful. So our class, again, was top 25. It was 24th in the nation with 3 4-stars, 11 3-stars. Again, we are now a 5-star program, which is just phenomenal. We will be renaming these guys tonight. We got a little bit before we get there, but here is who we got. In this recruitment class, Hayden Porter is a kicker, another offensive lineman, and Corey Steele, Andy Davis, Bo McCullough. A lot of offensive line talent, which is nice. Because as you guys saw, a better offensive line would certainly help. So this was an incredible season. There was no other way to put it. It's going to be a very interesting season to follow that up. Just because of the talent loss, but then we get Chip Kelly. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of what's about to happen in this upcoming season. Not at all. Jed Bailey is a sophomore out of a junior college. No guarantees we hold on to him. There's also Ricky Dorsey, 3-star quarterback. We'll see if we can handle all these quarterbacks. And an Estrogen Ed is there as well. Running back wise, again now Pinkley Torres has to be our guy, and that's scary. Lamy Tingles, second best running back that we got. I suck Adik. Icon, what's going on? Squeezy Jaqueezy is here, as is Derek Thompson, the 2-star running back, who is not good. Not good. We have a crap load of fullbacks because I wanted to make sure we were good to go at fullback and tight end. I wanted to make sure. So what we're going to do is move all these tight ends over to fullback and see who's the best. Let's see what we got. So, Wesley Strong is best at fullback over tight end. Mike Oxlong is best at fullback over tight end. We'll leave him there for the moment. Guy being Dude is actually better at wide receiver than tight end. Interesting. Let's put Guy being Dude over there for the moment. Marshall Mathers will outright be a tight end. Bronze Janssen, for the moment, better at fullback. Joe Green, better at fullback. Rodney Rivera. You got Matt Green, who is better at tight end. Department of Player Safety. And Ty Hall. Not bad. Not bad. So again, we're going to have to move some people over to tight end here as well. Well, right now we're not looking too bad. So wide receiver, our top wideout is a tight end convert and Guy being Dude. That's scary. Jackanoff is best at wideout. Eugene Krabs is back after being red shirt. Limitless Glory is best at wide receiver. Obviously, we're going to have to move Guy being Dude over. Hingle McGringleberry, best at wideouts. Department of Player Safety. See what happens. Sawyer Playbook. Ty Hall. Bo McCullough. And Chris Jackson was actually better at running back. Okay, so we need at least one tight end, if not multiple. Marshall Mathers is a senior. So if we were to move everybody over tight end-wise, Strong drops by 5. Oxlong only drops by 2. 3-point drop for Janssen. 4-point drop for Green. 4-point drop for Rivera. So it is going to be Mike Oxlong that gets moved over to tight end. And again, Janssen dropped by 3. Everybody else was by more than that. So ideally we'd, God, I don't know what the hell we'd do with Janssen. Let's see, Dude dropped by 3. Shackinoff just plummets. Yeah, guy being Dude's obviously going to have to move back over. Obviously. And Department of Player Safety as well. So again, the good thing is, like, by bringing in a lot of fullbacks and tight ends, it just leaves me options. Just leaves me options. Like, we're gonna that's gonna be the position where we end up cutting the most people. Wide receiver, we're gonna be a little bit short on depth, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll make this work. We'll make this work. The new roster's up. Fishy, if you're talking about for me with NHL 22, not yet. Still got a bit of a ways to go, but we're getting there. Probably a week at this point. Oh, good. Now we get to see all the names that were redshirted this past year. By the way, nobody wanted to leave, which is good news. No redshirt freshmen were asking to leave, which is the best news we could have possibly hoped for. But yeah, now we get to sort out just who exactly is the best guy for each offensive line position. Your schedule. Rum Nerd, I played Old Dominion game 1 of last season. We kicked the ever-loving crap out of him. Just for you, buddy. Just for you. So I'm trying to think of what I want to base this off of. Because for the most part, Teakles drops by 1. The VOD should still be up. It was a couple days ago. 2-point drop for Hayden. Doom stays the same. So anybody that doesn't drop, I'm going to move over to guard to start off. We'll see how many of those there are, or if they're better at guard. So Duke Silver will move over. Ross the Boss. Corey Steele can stay. Dr. Alucius Poopity Scoop. Can't believe that name fits. Jack Strap actually gets better at guard. Hot Singles in your area. Fact the Black Chalks. Ryan McBride, one of the new boys. Get James Craig can be moved over. Andre Stewart can be moved over. Yeah, Jeremy Burton. Andy Feltersnatch. And Breckenridge Puffington II. All right, cool. So I think that should be enough people to fill out the interior, which is nice. So O-line right now, we're stacked. Like, we are going to be able to optimize this O-line like a son of a bitch. Also, Tess Teakles is already a senior, and that scares the crap out of me. Let's see, it's 2. Let's move over Corey Steele, and we'll move over Ryan McBride. On the interior, Doom goes up by 2. Silver goes up by 2. Ray goes up by 3. Only a 1-point improvement for Jack Strap. So we're going to move Ray to center. 1-point improvement for Hot Singles. Big improvement for James Craig. He is a center. Stewart a 1-point improvement. Burton with a 1-point improvement. Feltersnatch goes up by 2. Puffington up by 2. All right. So let's see. Puffington went up by 2. We'll move him over. Feltersnatch went up by 2. We'll move him over. Is there anybody else that went up by 2? I could have sworn Stewart did. Nope. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. We got our list here. So we'll move Duke Silver over to right guard, as well as Jack Strap. We will also move over Jeremy Burton. So with that, the O-line set. Different way of doing it this year, but I'm pretty happy with the results. We're going to have to cut quite a few players, of course, but that's okay. Defensive line, we are going to do this the same exact way. I will save myself some button clicks. I forgot we had a Milan Lucic. Let's see what we got here. And I'm not going to move any linebackers down. It's just if you're brought in as a defensive lineman, you're a defensive lineman. So Pudgy Robinson stays the same. Pfaffenbichler goes down by 1. Schizophrenia, massive boost. He'll go right back. Christmas goes up by 1. Simpson, big improvement. He'll go back. On Solo drop. So it was Pfaffenbichler and Solo that dropped. So we're going to move them over to the left edge. Andy Davis stays the same. Dundee, big improvement. He'll go right back. Sack attack goes down. Milan Lucic stays the same. And Buster Cherry, big improvement. So, yeah, basically all the defensive linemen go right back. And the offensive line is set too. Or the edge, I should say, as opposed to the interior. Looking good. Linebackers. Move everybody to the middle. An easier way to do it. Be Major, welcome back. Just getting this team set up. Boy, do we have a shortage of linebackers all of a sudden. We do have Wawa. 2-time award winner. It's 1 point better on the outside. McCockner's 1 point better on the outside. Schuldice is worse. Jansen stays the same. So move Jansen to the outside. McDowell, move him to the outside. Nichols better on the outside. Aaron Balake will stay in the middle. Schuldice. And then Bell will be moved to the outside. So, linebacker-wise, we're going to look like shit this season. We are going to look like shit this season when it comes to linebackers. I might actually have to move a defensive end over. I might have to. Because we're going to have Cam Jansen. We'll have McCockner on the outside. So yeah, McCockner, Wawa, Schuldice, and then Jansen on the right. But yeah, we have a real lack of depth at linebacker right now. We have just enough, basically. Just enough. And then the secondary, which again as well, is going to take a massive, massive hit. Like again, we lost so much talent, but the offensive coordinator, the new talent we brought in, who knows where we're going to be. We're still going to have to cut a lot of people. So Peter Richard Johnson gets better by 1. Mahashola by 2. Kringleberry by 2. Bennett only by 1. So if it's by 2 or more, we'll move you over. Ujas stays the same. Jones only up by 1. Sider, huge improvement. Amanda Hugginkiss up by 2. The Jasper Probencrux is definitely a safety. Holloway is definitely a safety. Jones again only up by 1. Cowboys hit. Marcus Holtz. And Ferguson. Okay. So we're going to have to move some people back over to corner, obviously. And that was a 2-point drop. That was a 2-point drop. Dixon Sider, the big drop. Probencrux, the big drop. Hug and Kiss. Alright, I think it's Hug and Kiss in the top 2. They get moved back. Mahashol and McCringleberry. We'll move them back. So, our starting safeties are going to be trash. Sider's 1 point better. Probencrux drops, so we'll move Sider over. It is 2 points worse. Holloway stays the same. Holt drops by 1. Ferguson's the same. Our secondary sucks. Our secondary sucks. Like, obviously, we'll still have player development come through, and that'll be big for us, but damn, man. And now, of course, we have 3 kickers. One of them has to be moved over to punter. And then someone's going to get... honestly, Luke Porter's probably going to be redshirt this year so that Parkey can play. Let's go to the end of the board here. So the kick power, no doubt, goes to Corduroy. Porter just has no power at all. So yeah, Corduroy Jansen Esquire Mark II will be our kicker, whereas Cody Parkey will be our punter. I know it's inverted and Parkey should be the kicker, but it's how it has to be. So that is our team set up, as ridiculous as it is. Now we get to see the training results, which we need to be pretty damn sky high in a lot of instances. So let's see what we got. Freeman is going to be a 91 for his senior year. Spankton Woodward will have one season as the starter. That'll be next year when Freeman is gone. So Spankton will take over. And then Skywalker's not going to be that bad for his last 2 years. He will be the starter as a senior as well. His junior year will be spent behind Spankton Woodward. And then Estrogen Ed's up by 5. Running back wise, Pinkley Torres is up to an 85. That's not bad. Adik is a little bit better, as is Squeezy Jaqueezy. Wami Tingle's now a 78, so we're not too bad there. Could I redshirt Spankton? No. The little RS next to what year they're in. No quarterbacks can be redshirt next year. Fullback wise, Bronze Janssen up to a 67. Jackanoff up to an 80. Krabs a 79. 77 for Limitless Glory. 76 for Hingle McGringleberry. And 74 for Sawyer Playbook. Guy being Dude up to a 79. Mathers a 75. Player Safety a 72. Oxlong now a 70. Testicles 90 rated at left tackle. You got George Lorock, Dr. Lucius, Poopity Scoop. Facta Blackhawks. Not that bad. Skylar Doom an 81. You got Hot Singles in your area at a 76. Ross the Boss Ray up to an 81. Falter Snatch a 70. Puffington a 69. Jack Strap now a 78. He'll be ahead of Duke Silver. And Dick Clapper's a 79. So the O-line's not brutal. It's far from elite. Pfaffenbickler for his senior year. He's up to an 84. Han Solo's also a senior, which is pretty brutal. Pudgy Robinson an 86. Lloyd Christmas an 83. Lucic a good +5. Schizophrenia is now an 87. OJ's an 84. Dundee an 80. So we got pretty good depth at the defensive tackle. Barry McCockner up to an 81. Wawa now an 89. He's only a junior. Scholdice up to a 77. And Balake a 65 for being a redshirt freshman. Cam Jansen, 76 on the outside. With Josh Nichols. At corner, Peter Richard Johnson's now a senior. He's an 84. He is the leader of that secondary. Rest assured, because the rest of it sucks. I mean, goddamn it, Hugh Jass is a senior, and he's only a 71. Safety, DeJasper Probencrux II is a 72. Cowboy shit is a 68. Dixon Siders a 76. And a kicker, Corduroy Jansen Esquire Mark II. An 88 overall as a sophomore. We're going to have a 99 rated kicker once he gets to his senior year. He's insane. And a punter, Cody Parkey, up to a 78. So some damn good kicker win the Heisman. He might. So how many players do we have to cut? Only 11. That's not bad. I thought it'd be way more than 11. Way, way more. Okay, so an obvious shout to cut would be Jed Bailey, who is a junior college transfer. He's a sophomore. He's already behind Estrogen Ed and is basically on pace with Ricky Dorsey, who can be redshirt. Think it's fairly obvious Jed Bailey, while he is a 3-star, is probably on the chopping block. Running back wise, 2-star Derek Thompson out of Taunton. We can get rid of him. Yeah, we have no seniors there, so Derek Thompson we can get rid of. Estrogen Ed's not going anywhere because he was the 4-star that sucked. That's why he's staying. Fullback wise, fairly obvious we're going to have to make a decision or two here, and it's pretty obvious. We have 2 freshmen. It's Joe Green and Rodney Rivera. They couldn't make it work at fullback. They couldn't make it work at tight end. They're gone. Wide receiver, we can't afford to cut anybody. Tight end wise, Ty Hall is the JUCO. He's a sophomore. He's behind everybody else. We can get rid of him. We will keep Matt Green as a 3-star. On the O-line, I'd like to not cut anybody if I can get away with it. I prefer to have the depth. Defensive situation, I can't cut anybody really, though, defensively. These are going to have to be offensive cuts. I could afford to cut maybe one safety, but we have a senior in the mix, so I can't really afford that. We're keeping Porter. Gotta get rid of 7 more people. Hate to say it, Jed Bailey is on the way out. I mean, look at that. He's 10 points behind Walker, who's also a sophomore. He'll never play. Even as a red shirt, it'll line him up with Estrogen Ed, who's always going to be better. So yeah, Jed Bailey's cut. We'll hold on to Dorsey for the moment, although he's close to being on the chopping block here. Wami Tingles is in a rough spot. I'd rather cut him than Jackson, even though Jackson's only a 59, because Tingles will never be a starter. We gotta get rid of Matt Green. I hate to get rid of a 3-star tight end, but even with a red shirt, he'll be like as good as these two are. I just don't know if we can make this happen. We still got to cut 6 more people. Honestly, cutting Dorsey is not the worst idea. He's only a 3-star. He'll be on about the same pace as Ed, except Ed's a 4-star, whereas Dorsey was a 3-star. We'll still have 3 quarterbacks for next year, once Freeman's gone. I think we got to get rid of Ricky Dorsey. Hate to do it, but he's out. Running back-wise, we got to get rid of somebody, and it's Wami Tingles. Again, he's the junior. Adik is better as the sophomore. Wami's got to go. Or Jackson. Jackson's a 3-star, only a 59. I'm actually going to get rid of the freshman in Jackson. He's nothing special. He's nothing special. 4 people left. Can't get rid of any wide receivers. Can get rid of a tight end. It's going to have to be Matt Green. Yeah, it's going to have to be Matt Green. That's a shame, but it is what it is. 3 people left. On the O-line, bunch of freshmen on that right-hand side. So the only option might be back to Blackhawks. Really, I mean, it's back to Blackhawks, but couldn't put the K, I believe. We could afford 1 cut at center. Again, offensive line, though, we desperately need to hold on to people. Andre Stewart, he's a 1-star junior, literally a junior from a junior college. He's out. We can afford to cut him. We only need to get rid of 2 more people now. Again, defensively, there was really nothing we can do. Andy Davis is going to be a beast. Yeah, we're losing too much talent in terms of seniors to cut anybody from there. We can afford to get rid of 1 safety, and then it'll have to be another O-lineman. Richard Ferguson, he's only a 2-star. He's a 58. We'll get rid of Fergie. And that leaves 1 more player to cut. It's going to have to be a half-decent offensive lineman. Obviously, McBride, only being a 67, could factor in. Burton, though, is only a 2-star guard. Out of London, Ontario. It's got to be Burton. Done deal. We are down to 70. There were, again, some hard cuts there. No real surprise. But this team is about ready to go. So the next time, next time the people on the YouTube side of things see all those names you just got familiar with, they will be gone.